while I was pumping gas, I noticed a Georgia State Trooper standing next to me at the pump. Once I shook his hand, I grabbed one of my cards out of the car that I have my link to my story on ComeOnLetsGo.com on it. And I said, I would love for you to check out my testimony sometime. And, he kind of looks at me a little perplexed and says, what is your testimony? So I started to tell him. I said, about 9 or 10 years ago, I said a woman had an abortion with my child. It caused a lot of deep-seated hurt inside of me, hurts and pains that I never knew had existed. I found strength through God and through church, and an actual relationship with Jesus Christ. It wasn't until I was able to forgive myself and forgive the woman who had the abortion that I was able to come to a complete realization that everything was going to be okay. Tears almost started welling up in his eyes, and he just looked at me and he said, you're going to think this is crazy. He said, and I don't know why you felt led to give me this and talk to me. He said, I've also had the same thing happen to me. He said, a woman had an abortion with my child about 7 years ago. And he said, until now, I never realized what was causing me to run from commitment, to run from issues within my life. And I had asked him, if he'd ever truly surrendered, truly given his whole heart to God. And he said, I don't believe so. So I was able to pray with him there at the gas pump. And at this point, we're two grown men crying in the middle of, just outside of one of the busiest cities in the Southeast. And when I pulled off, I saw him holding the card in his hand with his cell phone out, and he was pulling up the story on ComeOnLetsGo.com.